So now today we will discuss about the graphical representation of zero order reaction. Yesterday we have already derived the relation, that is integrated rate law for zero order reaction, half life for a zero order reaction, and based on that we will discuss, okay, we will write, we'll discuss about graphical representation of that. Okay, so graphical representation देखेंगे हम लोग zero order reaction का. So graphical representation of zero order reaction. So yes, we know the equation. Okay, we know the equation. Equation क्या है? That is K into T is equals to yes, A naught. Okay, K into T is equals to A naught minus, yes, A T. This is the equation that we have written for integrated rate law. Okay, where K is the rate constant, T is at what time? Okay, and A naught is the initial concentration minus concentration at during time T. Okay, so we can rearrange this equation. Okay, we can rearrange this equation in terms of what? AT. Okay, चलो rearrange करते हैं इसको हम लोग. Concentration of A T इस साइड ले लिया हम लोगों ने और उस साइड में ले लिया हम लोगों ने ये के टी, तो ये माइनस में चला जाएगा K इंटू टी, एंड हियर इट विल बी प्लस concentration, initial concentration. So look at this equation. I have arranged this equation in terms of this. I have taken concentration of A during time t is to the left side and consider this as a y. Okay, y. Consider this as a m. Okay, and here t as x. Okay, consider this as x, and this will be the intercept. Okay, so this will give us one equation. Y is equals to, okay, y is equals to m into x. Okay, m into x and plus c. So same as that, the equation of a line, we are correlating for graphical representation. We are correlating the parameter, the integrated law, with the help of equation of a line. Okay, earlier also for first order reaction we have compared in the same way, same manner में हम लोगों ने comparison किया था. So y, okay, y is this coordinate and x is this coordinate, and that is m क्या है इसमें? Slope है. So what will be the representation of the slope here? Minus k will represent here. बराबर है. Slope क्या represent करेगा यहाँ पे? Minus k will represent the slope quantity in this equation. Okay, t is the x and this is the intercept. बराबर है. इसमें intercept क्या है? A naught. Okay, A naught is acting as the intercept. A naught is acting as a intercept. बराबर है. Intercept here in this initial concentration. So now if we plot, okay, if we plot this graph of, yes, what versus what, we will now y versus x हम लोग इसको plot करते हैं generally. y की quantity कौन सी है? Yes, that is concentration of A during time t. Okay, so here look at y-axis we will plot concentration of A, okay, during time t, and x is what? Our time t. So time, okay, time, that is in terms of t. So look at this. Now we will represent. Okay, so हमारा इंटरसेप्ट क्या है यहाँ पे? इनिशियल कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. इनिशियल कॉन्सेंट्रेशन क्या रहता है? ज्यादा रहता है इनिशियल कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. यू नो अबाउट इट. ओके, so if we are saying this is the concentration of reactant A. Okay, concentration of reactant A during time t. So it will have a maximum concentration. Okay, it will have maximum concentration when the time is equals to 0. बराबर है ना? आप लोगों को पता है during time t the concentration is maximum. और concentration वो कितना होता है? Generally A naught होता है. बराबर है ना? वो concentration कितना होता है? A naught से represent करते हैं हम लोग during time t. Okay, and this concentration, what will happen? This will decrease. This concentration will decrease for the reactant. This concentration will decrease for the reactant. So this is the straight line. Okay, this is the straight line which we can draw here. Okay, which is starting from A naught. A naught से start करेंगे हम लोग इसको. Okay, और सीधा ऐसे हम लोग उसको slant लेके जाएंगे. Okay, and this line will represent what? The representation of what? Zero order reaction. Okay, so a plot of concentration of reactant A at time t versus time is a straight line, and which is shown in this figure. The slope of this straight line is minus k. आप देख सकते हो slope क्या है इसका? Slope, इस line का slope क्या है? What is the slope of this line? slope of this line is minus k. Minus k is the slope, and its intercept, okay, on y-axis, its intercept already मैंने लिखा हुआ है intercept on which axis it is in having intercept on y axis. आप देख सकते हो इसमें ये वाला portion intercept है, okay, this much portion is the intercept, okay, this portion is the intercept, and which quantity, okay, उस quantity is आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे you can correlate intercept on y axis is a naught is the intercept, okay. So, and the T1 by 2 of zero order reaction is directly proportional to initial concentration. We have already written this equation, that is T1 by 2, half life, okay, half life of the zero order reaction is given by, yes, A naught divided by 2 multiplied by K, okay. So, the half life of this reaction, half life of the reaction, zero order reaction is depends, okay. So T1 by 2 is depends, the half life is depends on initial concentration. Initial concentration के ऊपर वो depend करता है. So this is all about the zero order reaction, okay, zero order reaction. So there are some examples of zero order reaction in which the order of that reaction is a zero, okay. So that we will write down, okay, 2-3 reactions are there, there may be more than that, okay. So we'll write some examples, okay, examples of zero order reaction, some examples of zero order reaction where the order is zero, okay, examples of zero order reaction, zero order reactions, okay. So what is that? The order of the reaction, okay, who decides the order of the reaction? हमें पता है, okay, rate of the reaction is given by rate constant, concentration of A, okay, if it is consist of number of the reactant, if general telling you, okay, if consider there is a general one or more than that reactant, okay. So what is the meaning of the order? Order is nothing but this exponent which is in powers, okay, raised to power x, okay. So and this is y. So generally we are calculating this order, that is x plus y. This will be the order of the reaction. So when we are saying the order is will be zero, means what? उसका जो concentration रहेगा, उसमें जो power रहेगा, वो क्या रहेगा? Zero रहेगा, okay. So the examples, such examples are what? Very first, if twice NH3, okay, if twice NH3 get decomposed in a gaseous form, when it get decomposed to N2 gas and H2 gas, okay, N2 gas and H2 gas, N2 gas and H2 gas, थोड़ा सा इसको ये करेंगे, बैलेंस कर लेंगे. Yes, N2 plus thrice H2, yes, thrice H2. So here order for this reaction is zero. Order for the reaction is means what? इसके लिए, okay, इस reactant के लिए order क्या रहेगा? Zero रहेगा. इस reactant के लिए order क्या रहेगा? Zero रहेगा. Then the another example is N2O example, okay, decomposition example. So decomposition of twice N2O. Okay, decomposition of twice N2O in presence of platinum. In presence of platinum, okay, nitrous oxide. Okay, in presence of platinum catalyst, twice N2. Okay, twice N2 in a gaseous and O2 in a gaseous form. Okay, so mostly these reactions are the decomposition reaction. So the catalytic decomposition of PH3 on hot tungsten at high temperature. So these reactions are what? Decomposition reaction. These reactions are what? Decomposition. We cannot say for all decomposition reactions the order will be zero reaction, but there are few. Okay, there are few reactions in which their order of the reaction will be zero. Okay, so we can now say that this NH3, okay, ये जो रहेगा, okay, rate is equals to K for this suppose, okay, NH3 will be raised to zero रहेगा यहाँ पे. For second reaction, the rate will be equals to SK and this N2O, this will be also zero. इसका meaning है that is equals to K, that is equals to K. So means what? Whenever for a zero order reaction, you have to understood that, okay, the rate of the reaction will be equals to K. The rate of the reaction will be equals to K. हम लोगों ने कल already इसका unit derive किया है. क्या है? इसका unit क्या है? ये लिया है हम लोगों ने mole per decimeter cube. Okay, directly लिखता हूं मैं mole डेसीमीटर क्यूब इनवर्स सेकंड इनवर्स, करेक्ट है ना? ओके, सो ये जो यूनिट है, रेट यूनिट फॉर अ रेट एंड यूनिट फॉर अ रेट कांस्टेंट फॉर जीरो ऑर्डर रिएक्शंस आर सेम. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस थिंग. ओके, याद रखना पड़ेगा हमें. और ये कैसे याद रखोगे? ये ऐसे इक्वेशन से याद रख सकते हो. ओके, सो व्हेन यू विल राइट डाउन दिस रेज़ टू पावर 0 मींस व्हाट? ये 1 आ जाएगा. 1 मींस व्हाट? k will be equals to rate. K will be equals to rate. In this way you have to remember. Okay, so these are what the zero order reaction. Okay, now we'll start the next concept about the pseudo first order reaction. Okay, so pseudo first order reaction will take. So there are some reactions, okay, in which we will observe that, okay, look, the reaction looks to be more order reaction. यानी reaction को देखने के बाद ऐसा लगता है कि उसमें जो reaction का जो order है वो ज्यादा रहेगा, but वो होता नहीं है ज्यादा. Okay, वो क्यों नहीं होता है ज्यादा वो देखेंगे. Okay, and we will see the next concept, that is pseudo order or pseudo first order reaction. Pseudo first order reaction. So yes, pseudo, yes, you pseudo first order reaction. First order reaction. Pseudo first order reaction. So there are some reactions in which we observe that after observation we feel that इसका जो order है वो ज्यादा रहेगा. Okay, but उसका ज्यादा होता नहीं है. वो क्यों नहीं होता है वो हम लोग उसमें देखेंगे. So pseudo first order reaction. So certain reactions which are expected to be higher order follow the first order kinetics. Consider the hydrolysis of methyl acetate. Okay, consider the example hydrolysis. Hydrolysis of methyl acetate. Okay, methyl acetate. Hydrolysis हुआ है methyl acetate का. Methyl acetate. Okay, methyl acetate CH3 COO CH3 hydrolysis. So this is methyl acetate CH3 COO CH3, CH3, COO, CH3 in aqueous form get hydrolyzed with the water H2O liquid के साथ to get CH3 acetic acid CH3COOH. Okay, plus we get CH3CH3OH. Okay, CH3OH. Okay, CH3OH in aqueous form we get. Okay, alcohol we get. Okay, so carboxylic and alcoholic group we get. So this is the example. Okay, so the rate law. Okay, rate law. We know that based on this rate law, the rate is given by, rate for any reaction is given by, yes, कैसे लिखते हैं हम लोग? rate for this is given by K dash. Okay, K dash CH3 COO CH3. Okay, CH3 COO CH3 and for H2O. Okay, so generally the rate equation, okay, for it is written K dash. अभी K dash से क्यों लिखा है वो उसका reason आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. Okay, so the rate law for this is written in this way. Okay, where K is the rate constant, the reaction was expected to follow second order reaction. बराबर है ना? It is expected, okay, expected to follow सेकंड ऑर्डर रिएक्शन. बराबर है ना? ऑर्डर क्या होना चाहिए इसका? सेकंड ऑर्डर होना चाहिए. बिकॉज यहाँ पे 1 पावर, यहाँ पे 1 पावर, बराबर है. 1 + 1 = 2. सो एक्सपेक्टेड टू फॉलो सेकंड ऑर्डर रिएक्शन, एक्सपेक्टेड टू फॉलो सेकंड ऑर्डर रिएक्शन, बट इसमें सेकंड ऑर्डर नहीं होता है. ओके, सो expected to follow second order kinetics. However, it obey the first order. Okay, however this obey the first order. The reason, okay, it obey first order. It obey first order. The reason, the very important reason behind is the hydrolysis. Okay, due to the hydrolysis, the solvent water is present in a large excess. Okay, due to this hydrolysis, इसको हमने क्या किया है? Hydrolysis किया है. And due to this hydrolysis, the solvent water is present in a large excess. Okay, so I will write here the solvent water. Okay, solvent water which is present. Okay, solvent water is present. Solvent water which is present. So the reason is what? Why it is expected to obey the second order of this reaction, but it actually is obeying first order. So what is the reason? Because it is a hydrolysis. It is what? The hydrolysis of methyl acetate, where we are doing hydrolysis process. Okay. So due to hydrolysis, what is happening? The solvent water which is present, okay, the solvent water which is present in a large excess, okay, in a large amount which is present, in a large amount which is present, and due to what? Its concentration is negligible. Okay, its concentration is negligible. Okay, this is very important. Its concentration is negligible. So we know that generally हम लोग क्या करते हैं, हम लोग generally dilute करते हैं. अगर हम लोग dilute अगर करें, बहुत ही dilute कर रहे हैं, तो क्या हो जाता है? उसका concentration खत्म हो जाता है, zero concentration रह जाता है, बराबर है ना? Concentration we get more dilution, okay, we get zero concentration. Okay, so its concentration will be negligible due to the solvent water which is present in a large quantity में present है, and due to presence in a large quantity its concentration, ये देखो इसका जो concentration है, H2O का concentration, ये क्या हो जाएगा? Negligible हो जाएगा. And you know very well, okay, if the concentration of H2O अगर ये negligible हो गया, तो हमारा जो order है वो किसके लिए आएगा? सिर्फ मेथिल एसिडेट के लिए ही आएगा, सिर्फ हमारा जो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन है. ओके, सो द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन वी गेट, ओके, जो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन जो हमें मिलेगा, ओके, सो एज वी आर सेइंग इट विल बी नेग्लिजिबल इन केस ऑफ H2O. द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन विच विल रिमेन, किसके लिए भी बच गया अभी कॉन्सेंट्रेशन? ओनली दैट विल रिमेन फॉर दिस मेथिल एसिडेट के लिए रह जाएगा कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. एंड यू नो बाय ऑब्जर्विंग दिस द concentration, okay, the rest to power इसमें क्या है? यहाँ पे लिखा नहीं है, तो भी इसके पावर में क्या है? 1 है. Means what? It will obey the first order reaction. Okay, it will obey the first order reaction. Okay, so compared to initial one, and its concentration remains constant. Okay, so that is the reason these are called as a pseudo first order reaction. समझ में है? What is the meaning of pseudo first order reaction? The meaning of pseudo first order reaction is that when you will observe any reaction, it will look like that the the order of this reaction might be following second order reaction, but actually it is not following second order reaction. It purely depends on the concentration of that reactant. And here right now the hydrolysis process is this, and here water is used. Okay, H2 use किया हुआ है, so its concentration will be negligible. The solvent water is present in a large quantity, and its concentration is negligible. So now we'll modify the equation. So the concentration of H2O, okay, the concentration of H2O will be constant, and which will be represented, okay, which will be represented by K double dash. उसको हम लोग किससे represent करेंगे? K double dash से represent करेंगे. Now look at this equation, rate equation. ये कैसे change हो जाएगी? Rate will be equals to, okay, this equation rate will be equals to, yes, K dash, okay, into this methyl acetate, concentration of methyl acetate, okay, into, yes, H2O के लिए क्या लिखा हम लोगों ने? Constant, that is K double dash. So in this way the K dash multiply by K double dash and CH3COO CH3, okay, and which will be represented simply by K is a rate constant. Okay, so CH3COO CH3. So here I have represented, okay, I have represented this K dash and K double dash as a rate constant. आप देख सकते हो. Okay, I have represented this as a rate constant. The reaction is thus the first order reaction. Okay, आप देख सकते हो उसमें. Right now the reaction is what? The above reaction is what? First order reaction. Reaction is what? First order reaction. I hope it is very clear what is the meaning of pseudo first order reaction. समझ में आया सब लोगों को what is the meaning of pseudo first order reaction? Looking at the reaction, you will observe that, you will feel that yes, the order of this reaction may be more than one. Okay, but वो होता नहीं है actually, और ये क्यों नहीं होता है, ये उसका concept है. Okay, so based on that you can easily understand. So I hope. So the reaction जो book में दिखा है, okay, the reaction between the C12H22, okay, O11 sucrose, okay, sucrose when reacts with this H2O excess, okay, form glucose and fructose. Can it be pseudo first order reaction? Yes, this is a pseudo first order reaction. Yes, this is a pseudo first order reaction. Okay. So this is the concept of pseudo first order reaction. Now we will move ahead, okay, with the next concept. Okay, next topic देखेंगे हम लोग. The next topic is about collision theory. Okay, collision theory देखेंगे हम लोग in this chemical kinetics. Okay, so in this chemical kinetics we will study the next concept, and that is the collision theory. Okay, collision of the reactant. Okay, collision of the, how this collision of the reactant. Okay, and due to what, due to this, okay, what we are getting, okay, the different energies, or we can say the activation energy. Okay, what is the activation energy will be required for any reaction. Okay, what is the effect of this collision, what is the effect of temperature. Okay, so that we will discuss in this, through this topic. Chalo. The name of this topic is collision theory of bimolecular reactions. So very important, collision theory. Okay, so collision theory for of bimolecular reaction, bimolecular reaction. Now what is the molecularity of any reaction? पता होना चाहिए आप लोगों को. ओके, जिनको नहीं पता है वो वीडियोस देखो, समझ लो. ओके, सो मॉलिक्यूलैरिटी, what is the meaning of molecularity of the reaction? Number of molecules, number of reactants that are taking part in any reactions are based on, are called as a molecularity of the reaction. And when we say bimolecular reaction, कब बोलेंगे हम लोग बायोमोलिकुलर रिएक्शन? बायोमोलिकुलर रिएक्शन तब हम लोग बोलेंगे जब उसमें दो रिएक्टेंट रहते हैं, बराबर है ना, दो रिएक्टेंट रहते हैं. एक रिएक्टेंट अगर अगर रहता है उसमें, ओके, तो उसको हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? यूनिमोलिकुलर बोलेंगे. ये देखो एक रिएक्टेंट है एंड दैट इज फॉर्मिंग अ प्रोडक्ट. ओके, unimolecular. Okay, this is called as a unimolecular reaction. And what is the meaning of bimolecular reaction? Okay, bimolecular reaction, when suppose reactant A and reactant B is consumed to form this product, okay, this will be called as a bimolecular reaction. Okay, समझ में आना चाहिए आप लोगों को बायोमोलिकुलर, क्योंकि अगर बायोमोलिकुलर नहीं पता है तो हम लोग आगे नहीं पढ़ सकते कि आगे क्या है उसका कंसेप्ट. So the collision theory of bimolecular reaction. So you know very well, to collide, okay, collision के लिए अगर एक ही मॉलिक्यूल रहेगा तो वो किससे के साथ कोलाइड करेगा, समझ में आया ना? That's why we require two molecules for the collision. बराबर है? That's why we'll require two molecules for a collision. That is why we are saying a collision theory for bimolecular reaction. So collision between reactant molecules. So here in this we will discuss about the collision between the reactant molecules. Collision between reactant molecule. reactant molecule में जो collision होगा, अभी देखो यहाँ पे, this is the reactant A and this is the reactant B. Okay, this molecule of A and molecule of B, they will react, so they will collide with each other. Okay, and this will give rise to this theory on this collision theory, okay, of bimolecular reaction. So now we'll discuss about this. Okay, so chemical reactions occur at a result. Okay, so chemical reaction occur as a result of collision between reactant species. Okay, generally जो भी chemical reactions जो हमें मिलते हैं, okay, generally whatever the chemical reactions we get, okay, it is due to the collision of molecules in between these. Okay, in between them, collision of molecules. Okay, collision of molecules of the reactant. Okay, so collision of molecules of reactant. So chemical reaction that possible due to what? Collision. Due to what? Collision of reactants. Collision of reactants के कारण हमें क्या मिलता है? Chemical reactions that are mostly happening. Okay, that are taking. It may be expected that the rate of reaction is equals to the rate of collision, and by which we can say that, okay, अगर हम लोग ऐसे बोल रहे हैं that chemical reaction is carrying out because of the collision of the reactants. ये reactants है, they are colliding with each other. Okay, and due to this collision, we can say that the rate of reaction, okay, is equal to the rate of collision. Now we can compare. Okay, the rate of reaction is equals to the equals to, yes, reaction is equals to the rate of reaction is equals to the rate of collision. Okay, rate of collision, rate of collision. समझ में आया हम लोग क्या बोल सकते तो yes, rate of collision. So rate of reaction will be equals to rate of collision because most of the reaction that takes place because of the collision of the reactants. Reactants एक में से collide होते हैं, उनकी energy. Okay, collide means for directly not collide. They collide with the help of their energies which is present. Okay, maybe in the form of number of protons, number of electrons. Okay, in their atoms. Okay, so we can say that the rate of reaction, okay, this is a rate of reaction, so we are generally writing with only simply rate. So rate of reaction will be equals to the rate of collision. Okay, so for the gas phase, and if we are saying for a gas phase, okay, gas phase, so gases, okay, gases phase की अगर हम लोग बात करें, so you know very well the substance which are in gaseous phase. Okay, gaseous phase में क्या होता है, intermolecular जो collision रहेगा, okay, molecules are randomly split. Okay, molecules are randomly split, and for a gas phase the reactions, okay, for a gas phase reaction, for a gas phase reaction, okay, जो reactions gas phase में होते हैं, the number of collisions is far more. Okay, अभी अगर हम लोग gas phase के reactions की बात करें तो इनमें collisions क्या रहेंगे as compared with the reactants from the solid and the liquid. अगर reactants का अगर phase solid और liquid अगर रहता है तो उनमें collision उतना नहीं रहेगा, but if we are considering the reactants, they are present in a gaseous phase. Okay, gaseous phase में रहेंगे तो उनमें collision बहुत ज्यादा रहेगा, उनमें collision क्या रहेगा, more collision will be there. Okay, more collision will be present. Okay, more collision will be present in a gaseous state. Okay, so collisions is far more and typically many powers of 10 compared to the observed value. Okay, so if the condition of the reactants are suppose in a solid or maybe in a liquid phase, then collision will be less. There will be collision in the reaction. Okay, there will be collision will be less. But if the phase of the reactant, okay, if the phase of the reactant is in gaseous phase, so there will be more collisions. There will be more collisions, and we will understand this with the help of the energy that is called as the activation. That is called as the activation. What is the meaning of activation? That we will see. Okay, so for the reaction to occur, the colliding reactant molecule must possess the minimum kinetic energy. Okay, so the minimum kinetic energy will be required. Minimum kinetic energy will be required to get collide. Minimum kinetic energy, because we know that to get collide, अगर ये दो particle है, अगर okay दो particle है, okay, consider these are the two particles. Okay, so when they will get collide, okay, suppose अगर ये कोलाइड होते हैं तो उनमें क्या अगर क्या होता है, सपोज मिनिमम अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी जो है वो प्रेजेंट होनी चाहिए. ओके, अगर है ही नहीं एनर्जी कुछ तो कोलाइड होंगे क्या वो, if there is no energy present between this and this molecule, then they will not get collide. Okay, so a very minimum kinetic energy, a minimum kinetic energy, which energy, kinetic energy, बराबर है, kinetic energy in terms of velocity होनी चाहिए इस particles में. So the minimum kinetic energy must be present. Okay, must possess minimum kinetic energy. The reaction to occur, colliding reactants molecules must possess minimum kinetic energy, and this minimum kinetic energy is activation energy. This minimum kinetic energy by which these two particles, these two molecules will collide with each other, and that energy is called as the activation energy. उसको उस energy को क्या बोला जाता है, activation energy. Okay, that energy is called as the activation energy. So the reaction would occur only if colliding molecules possess kinetic energies equals to और greater than the activation energy. समझ में आया आप लोगों को? So reaction कब possible हो सकती है? When the reaction will be possible? Reaction is possible. The reaction is possible. The reaction is possible only when these particles, okay, when these reactants, they possess this activation energy. बराबर है ना? Activation energy अगर उनमें होती है, activation energy होती है, okay, colliding energy in terms of this activation energy होती है, okay, या उससे ज्यादा अगर होती है, या फिर उससे ज्यादा अगर होती है, so if colliding molecules possess kinetic energies equals equal or greater than the activation energy. Okay, so reaction is possible only when the reactants, when they are colliding, they possess the energy near about activation energy or greater than that, or greater than this, or greater than, then only the reaction will be possible, then only the reaction will be possible. समझ में आया सब लोगों को? To carry out any reaction, the colliding particles, or we can say the kinetic energy, this is very important, the kinetic energy, yes, kinetic energy of the colliding particles, kinetic energy of the colliding particles, it should be same as that activation energy होनी चाहिए, या फिर क्या होनी चाहिए? colliding kinetic energy of these particles, reactants, okay, colliding particles, it should be either greater than the activation energy, then and then only the reaction will take place. If if the kinetic energy possessed by these colliding reactants, okay, if it is less than activation energy, the reaction will not possible. If their energy is less than activation energy, okay, activation energy से अगर उनकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी अगर कम है, तब रिएक्शन पॉसिबल नहीं होगी, रिएक्शन will not possible, reaction will not possible. So to carry out any reaction, it is very necessary condition that the kinetic energy possessed by these reactants should be high. और वो कितनी होनी चाहिए? वो कितनी होनी चाहिए? Activation energy के अराउंड में होनी चाहिए, that is the minimum kinetic energy, or it should be greater than the activation energy. Okay. So now we'll understand the orientation of a reactant molecule. Okay, so it is also depends on the orientation. बराबर है, वो depend करता है orientation. Reaction is also depends on this activation energy as well as the orientation of the reactant. Okay, now how that orientation of the reactant we will discuss. Okay, with the help of the bond देखेंगे हम लोग. Okay, different reactant के बीच में, and that will discuss. So the reaction is carrying out is possible based on the activation energy. Okay, based on the activation, we are seeing that yes, this will get react with this. Okay, so this molecule, this element will react with this. Okay, so it is purely based on which fundamental concept, the concept of chemical kinetics के ऊपर भी dependent है, कुछ reactions होना या ना होना. Okay, so the reactions that are carried out, okay, that are possible or impossible, that are also based on the kinetic energy possessed by the respective reactant. Okay, जो respective reactant है वो कितनी kinetic energy possess करता है, वो उसके basis पे भी dependent है. Okay, not directly we can say that any reactant will get react. Okay, so they are depends on this chemical kinetics. So now next topic we'll see orientation of reactant molecules. Orientation of reactant molecule. Okay, reactant molecule. So orientation of reactant molecule is the factor by which, okay, our reaction is also depends on this also. Okay, so that orientation of reactant molecules. Okay, reactant molecules के ऊपर भी ये dependent है. So the requirement of successful collision. Okay, so this is the basic requirement. So requirement of successful collision. Okay, just now we have said, okay, successful collision. So the requirement of successful collision described above is sufficient for reactions involving a simple molecules. समझ में आया? जो हमने जो concept देखा about the activation energy का, okay, activation energy का. So this is what the amount of minimum amount of energy required to get collide, and to carry out any reaction, activation energy होनी चाहिए. The kinetic energy should be near about activation energy, or it should be greater than that. Okay, it should be greater than activation energy. Then and then only the reaction will be possible. This concept is applicable to a simple reactions. Okay, simple molecules के लिए possible है, simple molecules के लिए possible है. But if there are complicated, if their orientation is complicated, okay, so the requirement of successful collision described above is sufficient for the reaction involving simple molecules. Simple molecules के लिए applicable है, but not for those involving a complex molecule. Okay, not for those which are complex molecules. So complex molecules, okay, complex molecules में, besides the above consideration, the colliding molecules must have a proper orientation. So just now, as I said, the orientation is also the factor by which we have to decide whether the reaction is possible or not. Okay, reaction possible होगी या नहीं होगी, ये कौन फैक्टर डिसाइड करेगा? एक तो सिंपल मॉलिक्यूल्स में ये एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी डिसाइड करेगा, एंड इन केस ऑफ अ कॉम्प्लेक्स मॉलिक्यूल, इन केस ऑफ अ complex molecule, in case of a complex molecule, that will be decided by the orientation of the reactant. Okay, that will be decided by the orientation of the reactant will decide. Okay, so for the complex molecule, now, and we will discuss about how that orientation is depends. Okay, and how that orientation, okay, we have to discuss about the orientation. So the molecule need to be oriented relative to each other, okay, for carrying out any reaction. Okay, so consider the example लेते हैं हम लोग. चलो, A is suppose reacting with this C and B which are already bonded. अब ये देखो, ये इसका meaning क्या है? A is a separate molecule or a reactant which is reacting with C and B, and this C and B are bonded with each other. समझ में आया सब लोगों को? C और B क्या है? बॉन्ड है, उनके बीच में बॉन्ड है. C and B they are bonded with each other. Okay, so मैं यहाँ पे शो करता हूँ आप लोगों को ताकि समझ में आए. This is the bond which is present. Okay, they are bonded with each other. So we will get reactant. Yes, A क्या हो सकता है? अभी B के साथ बॉन्ड फॉर्म कर सकता है. Okay, and this is the product that it is forming. समझ में आया? So A may be react. Okay, A will react with the B. Okay, B के साथ react हो रहा है. Okay, और C को separate कर रहा है. Means what? The bond which is present between C and B, okay, will break by this reactant A, and it is combined with B, and it will form the bond with B, और C को separate कर रहा है. Okay, so we'll take the example. Okay, very first example about this. Collision of A with C. Okay, collision of A with C and approaching towards A. Consider this is the molecule. Okay, consider this is the molecule. First case देखेंगे हम लोग. Okay, look at this is the molecule A. This is the molecule A plus. Right now, this is the molecule C which is bonded with B. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे मैं लिख रहा हूँ. Okay, this is C and this is B. Okay. So the collision of A with C approaching towards A would not lead to react. Okay, आप देख सकते हो इसका अगर रिजल्ट में ड्रॉ करके दिखाओ तो ये देखो A सेपरेट ही रहेगा यहाँ पे. ओके, एंड दिस इज C. साइज सेम निकालते हैं हम लोग उसका so that you will understand. This is C along with B. बॉन्ड फॉर्म हो रहा है यहाँ पे, एंड दिस इज सेम C along with B. So what you have observed in this case, क्या ऑब्जर्व किया आप लोगों ने इसमें बताओ? With the help of this example, yes, what you can understand, we know that yes, if there is a reactant A, okay, it is suppose combining with this reactant, okay, and they are forming the bond. C and B एक bond form करके एक molecule form हो रहा है. Okay, so what will happen? This A will break this bond and will combine with the B, and it will form a bond with B, and it will separate out C. बराबर है? वो separate किया उसने C को. But look at this example. Okay, we are now representing it with the structure and the size से हम लोग represent कर रहे हैं. Suppose this is the reactant A and this is the bond which is present between this molecule C, size of this molecule, and this is the size of this B molecule, suppose. Okay, or orientation, we can say orientation, its orientation. So it is not reacting. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे react हो रहा है क्या ये A इसके साथ, bond break कर रहा है क्या, वो नहीं break कर रहा है. Okay, so here there is no reaction. Okay, would not lead to reaction. Okay, so no reaction will be there. Okay, यहाँ पे reaction हो रहा है क्या, यहाँ पे रिएक्शन नहीं हो रहा है. क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, क्योंकि वो ओरिएंटेशन के ऊपर डिपेंड है. बराबर है, वो ओरिएंटेशन के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है. चलो, नो रिएक्शन विल टेक प्लेस, द रिएक्टेंट मॉलिक्यूल would not collide and separate owing to improper orientation of this C and B. Okay, because orientation of C and B, this bond is not proper. Okay, and it will not get collide. ये जो है the energy possessed by this A will that is not sufficient to get collide with suppose C. C के साथ वो collide नहीं कर सकता है. Okay, and it is also purely depends on the orientation factor. Orientation which is present in the bond. Orientation which is present between this bond. Consider the another example. Okay, चलो example लेते हैं. This is a reactant A plus. Right now this is our reactant B, okay, which is bonded with the reactant C. Okay, this is our reactant B which is bonded with the C. So yes, now what will happen, this A के साथ yes क्या हो जाएगा, B bond बनाएगा यहाँ पे. बराबर है, B will form. So A will make a bond with B by separating out the C. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे. Okay, in this diagram, diagrammatic way से थोड़ा show explain किया हुआ है. In the very first case, as the orientation of this bond between C and B, okay, is not in a proper way and it will not collide. This particle A or reactant A will not collide with this. Okay, due to its orientation, and no reaction will be formed. But what happened in the second case? Look at here and look at this. The orientation of this bond. Now this B will get combines with A in this way, and it will form a bond with this A, and it will separate out the C. So the reaction will take place. The reaction will be takes place like this. समझ में? And this reaction is successful as a result of a proper orientation of this present between CB. समझ में? So proper orientation, here it is a proper orientation is present. Here it is improper orientation. Okay, due to improper orientation, okay, the reaction was not possible. But here in case of proper orientation, the reaction is possible. So a fraction of such collisions bring forth conversion of reactants to the product, and in this way what will happen, we will get some products. Okay, so understood. So the concept of the reaction, whether it is possible or not, we have understood with the help of activation energy, that is the minimum kinetic energy which is present in the molecules. So what happens for a simple molecules, we can decide the factor whether the reaction will be possible or not by considering the concept of activation energy, the amount of kinetic energy possessed by the reactants are suppose near about activation energy, then the reaction will be possible, or more than that, then the reaction will be possible. But in case of complex molecules, that will be decided by, okay, in case of complex molecule, so we cannot say based on their activation energy के basis पे हम लोग नहीं बोल सकते कि reaction carry out होगा या नहीं carry out होगा. So on what basis we will decide? We will decide on the basis of the orientation of the reactant. So this is the general concept, actually introductory concept. Okay, for to understand whether the reaction is possible or not, and in which case the reaction will be possible and in which case it will not be possible. So I hope you have understood this concept of the activation energy and orientation of the reactant. Okay, to understand whether the reaction is possible or not possible. We'll understood the next concept about the potential energy barrier. Okay, we'll understand the next concept about the potential energy barrier. Okay, potential energy barrier देखेंगे हम लोग concept. Okay, so potential energy barrier. Potential energy barrier. Potential energy barrier. Potential energy barrier. Okay, so now what is this potential energy barrier? Okay, so the course of collision, during what, whenever the collision takes place, okay, the new bond that get develops. Okay, consider for example A when reacts with yes C and B which is forming a bond. देखो यहाँ ये bond form कर रहे हैं. Okay, उसके साथ अगर react कर रहा है तो ये क्या कर रहा है, A और B के साथ ए और बी बॉन्ड बना रहे एंड सेपरेट हो रहा है सी. अभी जस्ट जो एग्जांपल देखा हम लोगों ने. सो कंसीडर दिस रिएक्शन ड्यूरिंग द कोर्स ऑफ कोलिजन अ न्यू बॉन्ड ए बी डेवलप्स. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे क्या फॉर्म हो रहा है, न्यू बॉन्ड फॉर्म हो रहा है, बराबर है. दिस इज द न्यू बॉन्ड which is forming between A and B. Okay, A and B that is developing. At the same time, the bond C and B is breaking. बराबर है. At the same time ये क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे एक साइड में ये जो बॉन्ड है वो क्या हो रहा है, ये ब्रेक हो रहा है. Okay, so a configuration in which all the three atoms are weakly connected together is called activated complex. Okay, is called activated complex. So we'll write here activated complex. Activated complex. Now what is the meaning of activated complex? During the course of chemical reaction, जब chemical reaction जब हो रहा है वहां पे, तब क्या होगा, this reactant A will try to separate the or try to break this bond which is present between C and B time. Okay, it is the time at which they will have some weak bond between uh, all respective A B C में जो weak bond रहेगा, a configuration in which all three atoms are weakly connected. Okay, it is what, it is a configuration, it is a configuration. ऐसी configuration है जहां पे क्या हो रहा है, in which all three atoms, okay, in which all three atoms, all three atoms are bonded with each other. Okay, atoms are weakly connected, they are weakly connected with each other, they are weakly connected. Okay, they are weakly connected, okay, together. Okay, weakly connected together, they, this is known as the activated complex. समझ में, activated complex यानी क्या है, during the course of the reaction, जब reaction जब हो रहा है उस टाइम पे क्या होता है, when the bond is breaking and the new bond is forming. Okay, जब ये bond break हो रहा है और यहाँ पे देखो न्यू बॉन्ड बन रहा है. ओके, ये देखो सी ऑलरेडी बी से कनेक्टेड है. ओके, अभी ये बॉन्ड ब्रेक हो रहा है बट ए भी किसके साथ बॉन्ड बना रहा है, बी के साथ बॉन्ड बना रहा है. तो ये क्या हो गया, वीकली दे आर कनेक्टेड विथ ईच अदर. समझ में, सो ऑल दिस थ्री आर व्हाट, दे आर वीकली connected with each other. That time that is called as the activated complex. Okay, activated complex can be understood with the help of diagram. चलो एक इससे हम लोग देखते हैं. A plus this is suppose B B and C. ये देखो B और C के बीच में बॉन्ड है. Okay, and now what is happening, A is weakly, ये देखो ये डॉटेड लाइंस जो है क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, what these dotted lines what is this dotted points is representing. Yes, और उसके बाद में क्या हो जाएगा, A किसके साथ कंबाइन हो जाएगा, B के साथ कंबाइन हो गया और C सेपरेट आउट हो गया. अभी देखो यहाँ पे, so what is happening, initially there is a bond which is present between B and C, बराबर है, B and C, but after some time when the reaction will take place, what will happen, there will be, they all together are connected. Okay, they all together they are connected with what, weak they are connected, both weakly connected with each other. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे they are connected weakly with each other and that is represented by this. समझ में आ रहा है ये जो दिखाई दे रहा है आप लोगों को? So in this way these three are connected with what? Weak bond भी बोल सकते हैं हम लोग, weak bond or configuration, okay, in which these three atoms are weakly connected together and this configuration is called as activated complex. Okay, activated complex during the course of when this bond is breaking and the new bond which is forming. देखो ये bond क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? This bond is breaking. Okay, ये bond क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? Break हो रहा है और नया bond कौन सा form हो रहा है? And this bond is forming. बराबर? This bond is forming. Okay, so during the course of this bond breaking and bond forming, बीच में okay जो ये weakly connected रहते हैं एक में से उसको बोला जाता है activated complex. समझ में आया सब लोगों को? Activated complex means what? During the course of when one bond is breaking and another bond is forming between these between these three suppose molecules or between these three atoms, okay, between these three atoms of the reactant, okay, the bond weakly which is connected is called as the activated complex. Okay, so to attain the configuration the atoms need to gain some energy. और ये अभी देखो अभी इस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन को इस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन को अटेन करने के लिए टू अटेन दिस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन अभी क्या करना पड़ेगा? एटम्स को कुछ तो भी एनर्जी बढ़ानी पड़ेगी ना, बराबर है? कुछ तो भी एनर्जी यूटिलाइज करनी पड़ेगी. सो टू अटेन दिस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन द एटम्स नीड टू गेन सम एनर्जी. एटम्स को क्या करना पड़ेगा? एटम्स विल रिक्वायर टू गेन सम एनर्जी. ओके, नीड टू गेन, एटम्स विल need to gain energy. Atoms will need to gain energy. Energy gain करनी पड़ेगी atoms को to acquire this configuration. Okay, so which comes from the kinetic energy of colliding molecules. Okay, अभी ये जो energy है, okay, ये जो energy है atoms को जो चाहिए वो कहाँ से आएगी? After collision. And this energy it is obtained, okay, which comes from kinetic energy of colliding molecules. Okay, which comes from okay, which comes from yes kinetic energy of molecule. Okay, kinetic energy which comes from kinetic energy of colliding molecule. कोलाइडिंग जो मॉलिक्यूल्स जो कोलाइड हो रहे हैं एक में के साथ, समझ में आया सब लोगों को? ओके, सो this configuration is called as the activated complex and to attain this configuration in which they are weakly connected with each other. आप देख सकते हो ये weakly connected है with each other during the course when the bond is breaking and the new bond is forming. Okay, so these atoms they will need to gain this energy. बराबर है? अभी उनको कुछ तो भी एनर्जी गेन करनी पड़ेगी ना बॉन्ड बनाने के लिए. ओके, क्योंकि ए को कुछ तो भी एनर्जी चाहिए, बराबर है? ए में कुछ तो भी एनर्जी चाहिए सो दैट इट विल मेक अ बॉन्ड विद बी. ओके, सो दिस एनर्जी दैट विल कम फ्रॉम व्हाट हमने अभी जस्ट देखा है काइनेटिक एनर्जी, एक्टिवेटेड एनर्जी, काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ कोलाइडिंग मॉलिक्यूल्स. So when this molecule will get collide with this molecule another reactant, so they will possess some kinetic energy and this kinetic energy will lead to activated energy. Okay, it will produce that activated energy. Okay, and due to this activated energy the reaction will be possible. Okay, so the energy barrier between reactants and the product, okay, the energy barrier, okay, between the reactants and the products, okay, is will be represented. Okay, अभी हम लोग देखो इस energy barrier को represent करेंगे because our name of the topic is actually potential energy barrier. Okay, potential energy barrier है. Okay, that we have to understand. Okay, that we have to understand. Potential energy barrier means what? So the energy barrier between reactants and the products, okay, is what called as the potential energy barrier. Okay, so the reactant molecules need to climb up and overcome this before. Okay, so I will first draw the what is that barrier. Okay, so barrier I will draw that graphically draw करूँगा मैं इसको. Okay, चलो यहाँ पे draw कर लेता हूँ graphically. Suppose this is the energy is shown. एनर्जी शो किया है y एक्सिस पे, ओके, एंड yes, only the energy they have shown, and yes, energy with respect to time बोल सकते हैं यहाँ पे actually, okay. So the reactant molecule need to climb up the overcome the height of the barrier, okay. चलो पहले ड्रॉ कर लेता हूँ मैं, and this is what the height that will have to climb by the reactant, and this is what, okay. So now, as I said, okay, as we are saying, this will break a bond and the new bond will form, okay, and this is called as activated complex, okay, this configuration in which the atoms, they will need to gain some energy, and ये energy कहाँ से आती है? Collision के बाद आती है, collision के बाद में आती है energy, and this is the kinetic energy, which should be near about the activated energy. ओके, एक्टिवेटेड एनर्जी के बियॉन्ड में वो चला गया तभी रिएक्शन पॉसिबल है, ओके. सो दिस रिएक्टेंट विल नीड टू क्लाइम दिस एक्टिवेटेड एनर्जी, ओके. द एनर्जी बैरियर बिटवीन द रिएक्टेंट्स एंड द प्रोडक्ट, ओके, रिएक्टेंट और प्रोडक्ट के बीच में क्या है? एनर्जी बैरियर है. सो एनर्जी बैरियर विच इज प्रेजेंट इन बिटवीन रिएक्टेंट्स एंड द प्रोडक्ट्स, ओके. सो व्हेन ओनली ये रिएक्टेंट रिएक्ट कब होंगे? जब एक में से when they cross this activated energy barrier, activated energy तक पहुंच जाते हैं, okay, means indirectly what we can say, there is some gap, there is some energy gap, there is some barrier, okay. And what is that barrier? Potential energy barrier. So energy barrier between reactants and the products, that is shown here. This is the reactants and the products के बीच में जो energy gap है. So the reactant molecule need to climb up and overcome this before get converted to the products. समझ में? ये देखो, ये रिएक्टेंट है, इसको क्या करना पड़ेगा? ये एनर्जी उसको क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा, एनर्जी, कोलाइडिंग एनर्जी, बराबर है. ड्यू टू कोलिजन इट हैज टू इंक्रीज द काइनेटिक एनर्जी एंड इट शुड बी नियर अबाउट द एक्टिवेटेड एनर्जी. EA इज व्हाट? द एक्टिवेटेड एनर्जी. दिस EA इज व्हाट? द एक्टिवेटेड एनर्जी. यहाँ पे लिख लेता हूं मैं, दिस EA इज व्हाट? एक्टिवेटेड एनर्जी, okay, activation energy, we can say activation energy. So to form the product, the reactant will have to overcome this barrier, okay, overcome this barrier. The height of the barrier is called activation energy. समझ में? This height is called as the activation energy. So the reactant molecules transform to products only if they possess energy equals to greater than such activation energy. And the fraction of molecule, okay, and the fraction of molecule, those possess energy greater than EA is given by, okay, so the fraction, so we will write here the fraction, it is the fraction of successful collision, we can say, okay. So we can say here a fraction of a successful collision, okay. So I will write this, the fraction of successful collision, okay, the condition for a successful collision is given by, okay, the fraction is given by F is equals to, yes, F is equals to e raised to, look at this equation, minus EA divided by R into T, okay. Look at this equation properly. EA is what? Activation energy, बराबर है, activation energy. So this is the product, suppose ये क्या, sorry ये क्या है? Suppose reactant, okay, this is the reactant and suppose this is the product है, suppose right side में. So to convert this reactant into product means what? For the possibility of the chemical reaction, there is the energy barrier. आप देख सकते हो ये वाला जो है दिखाई दे रहा है आप लोगों को, energy barrier है which is present in between reactant and the product. So reactant has to climb this energy barrier, this potential energy barrier to form the product. Product form होने के लिए reactant को energy barrier ये करना होगा, okay. And the if energy is less than, if the kinetic energy, if the colliding energy of the reactant अगर ये less है इसके एनर्जी बैरियर से, तो रिएक्शन पॉसिबल नहीं है. समझ में आया? तो रिएक्शन पॉसिबल नहीं है, ओके. सो रिएक्शन विल नॉट बी पॉसिबल इन दैट केस. So it has to climb this. So as a result, only few collisions lead to product. The number of successful collisions are further reduced by the orientation requirement. We have already discussed about the orientation. So this is very important. So for a gaseous reaction, okay, now we'll understand for a gaseous reaction, okay, what is the relation, okay. So for a gaseous reaction, for gaseous reaction, for a gaseous reaction, look at this. We have found this equation. एक equation निकाला हम लोगों ने. What is that? The fraction of successful collision F is equals to E raised to power minus EA. EA is a activation energy where R आपको पता है R क्या रहता है? गैस कांस्टेंट रहता है. R क्या रहता है? गैस कांस्टेंट रहता है. T is the temperature. T is the temperature of that gas. Suppose for gaseous reaction at temperature is equals to 298 Kelvin means 25 डिग्री सेल्सियस में, और उसका जो एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी है EA 75 किलो जूल, ओके, पर मोल के लिए कितना एनर्जी है? 75 किलो जूल. द फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सक्सेसफुल एनर्जी F इज इक्वल टू E रेस टू माइनस क्या होता है? EA अपॉन R इंटू T. अगर वैल्यू हम लोग पुट करते हैं, ओके, वैल्यू अगर पुट करते हैं E रेस टू माइनस एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी कितना है? 75,000 बराबर है, क्योंकि किलो में है तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? 75,000 जूल्स में हो जाएगा ये, ओके, जूल्स डिवाइड बाय 8.314, ओके, 8.314 ये क्या है? आर की वैल्यू है, आर की वैल्यू. और टेम्परेचर कितना है? 298, ओके, टेम्परेचर कितना है? 298. द आंसर फॉर दिस, ओके, fraction of successful collision is coming what? 7 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 14. Okay, so this is the answer of the fraction of the collision, okay, fraction of the collision here. So only 7 collisions in 10 raised to 14 collisions are is sufficiently energetic to lead the reaction. समझ में आया? तो only अगर 7 भी collisions अगर होते हैं इसमें, only if 7 collisions are suppose happening, okay, out of this 10 raised to suppose minus 14 जो भी है, so that are successful, that will carry out the reaction, that will carry out the reaction. So all collisions of the reactant molecules, all collisions of the reactant molecules do not lead to chemical reaction. वो भी important है कि all collisions, okay, all collisions of reactant molecule not always lead to reactant, okay, molecules do not lead to chemical reaction, okay, do not lead to chemical reaction, do not lead to chemical reaction. What is the meaning of this? Means जो भी हम लोगों ने डिसाइड किया है that due to the collision kinetic energy increases. This kinetic energy, it should be near about activation energy, then and then only the reaction will take place, okay. And if it is beyond the activation energy, still the reaction will take place. अगर ये activation energy अगर नहीं carry out होता है यहाँ पे, okay, reactant if it is not carrying out this barrier, okay, or it is not covering this barrier, then the reaction is not possible, okay. So but all collision of the reactant molecules do not also lead to the chemical reaction, okay. So the colliding molecules need to possess certain energy which is greater than activation energy and proper orientation. So what is important here? They should possess activation energy. They should possess proper activation energy, that is EA, as well as orientation is also very important. समझ में आया? जैसे मैंने बोला कि सारी रिएक्शंस होने के लिए डायरेक्टली, ओके, हम लोग नहीं बोल सकते कि काइनेटिक एनर्जी अगर कोलाइड अगर मींस कोलिजन हो रहा है मींस रिएक्शन पॉसिबल है, वी कैन नॉट से. ऑन व्हाट बेसिस वी विल से? only on the basis of activation energy and only on the basis of orientation the reaction or the reactant, they will decide whether the reaction is possible or not. समझ में आया सब लोगों को? ओके, सो ओनली अगर कोलिजन हो रहा है, तो उसके बेसिस पे हम लोग नहीं डिसाइड कर सकते कि वो रिएक्शन हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है. ऑन बेसिस ऑफ एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी एंड on the basis of the orientation of the reactant, it will be decided. Okay, so we will complete our today's lecture with this, that is the potential energy barrier से हम लोग यहीं पे खत्म कर देंगे.